Okay, this weekend we have a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. Now, for most of us, we will be experiencing this energy on the 28th, but I believe Australia, maybe Delhi as well, experienced it on the 29th. Either way, we will all be experiencing this beautiful energy this weekend, and we can expect intense energy. Okay, our thoughts and our feelings can be inflated. We'll wrestle with strong urges. We'll want to charge forward, but we'll need to sit with our feelings and thoughts. Look how we can move forward with the strength prior to acting, hopefully, prior to speaking. So, how do we handle all this energy? We'll sit back, relax, and let's explore the cosmic energies. Together, we can gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy, utilize this energy, and move forward today and every day. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thanks for being here. Thank you for all of the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. Welcome to your weekend focus for October the 28th and the 29th, 2023. Okay, let's start with the numerology. We have the 28 energy. The 28 energy is a wonderful, beautiful, magical energy because it talks about the new beginnings. It talks about the new beginnings as we join together, as we embrace our strength, as we embrace our courage. You know, taking a risk on ourselves. Okay, growing our abundance in some way. And usually financially is a heavy energy with the 28 energy. Now, 2 plus 8 is a 10. The 10 energy is about new beginnings, new starts, closing old paths, putting completion on things, allowing healing in so that we can keep the cycle going, so that we can go into new seasons. And we are going into a full moon energy, so it is all about the release, the letting go, leaving things in the past so that we can go forward. And it's incredible, incredible energy because this energy joins with the solar eclipse that we had, October 14th, I think. And this energy will go until, I think, March will be when the next eclipse season truly is. So we combine the energy of the two and we bring it in. So we're looking at what we need to complete, what we need to end, what we need to put closure on, where we need to heal in order to move into the springtime of our life, the new beginnings, the new start, some of the things that we have already started under that solar eclipse energy. Okay, and what has gotten in our way on those steps. Anyways, I'm getting off the beaten path here because we're supposed to be talking numerology and I'm talking astrology, but it's such intense energy. And anyways, okay, so 10 is also a very lucky number. So we know that we have a little bit of luck to guide us on our way. 1 plus 0 is a 1, and that is us, our independence, our strength. It's a very naive and young energy, and yet we are willing to go against the challenge, face it head on so that we can get through it and find the success down the road. So we want to be the trailblazer. We want to be the pioneer. We want to be perhaps a leader. We want to stand in our own independence. If we do the numerology for Saturday, it would be a 1 plus 1 plus a 7, which gives us a 9 energy. So it is all about completions, all about endings. And not just completions and endings, but in order to clear the path, maybe to bring in something new, maybe to allow a new habit or behavior to be formed, maybe to change our routines, add something in that we want to add in or take something out. So we are removing things. We are clearing our path to bring in the new experiences, whatever that hindrance might be. Now on Sunday, it's a 29 energy. So we usually have some tests under a 29 energy because 2 plus 9 is an 11, and that's a master number. So if the energy wasn't amazing enough and intense enough for us, yes, we have a master number also included on the 29th. So you in Australia, Delphi, you're going to feel this energy even more intensely because you are experiencing it under an 11 energy. Okay, we have a 1 energy. We're fine to everybody else, but it's going to even be probably a little bit more intense for you under the 11 energy because we are going to be tested. We are going to be challenged. And it's how we handle those tasks, how we handle those challenges that will move us to where we want to go. Okay, so it takes meeting our commitments and obligations. It takes showing up each and every day for yourself, your goals, your dreams, your passions, your joys, your happiness, and making it a priority. And yes, your obligations and commitments to others. And a consistent presence in your consciousness. Life doesn't happen and you're like, oh, I haven't done that in 2 weeks, I got to get back to it. Okay, anyways, 1 plus 11 plus 7 would be a 19 energy. So we have the 28 energy, the 19 energy, the 10 energy, and the 1 energy. So the 19 is about, we have reached a certain point in our development, in our growth, in our path. We have gained the wisdom, we have gained the knowledge. We are more confident than we used to be. We have more wisdom than we used to have. We have more strength and courage, perhaps. And so the new path is shown to us under a 19 energy. Okay, so let's go to the astrology, shall we? I've wasted enough time on that. I'm exhausted, guys. I'm absolutely exhausted. I missed yesterday. I'm sorry, but there's just so much time in each and every day, and I don't have much because I'm doing these 12-hour shifts. And actually today, I think I'm actually into the 28th. It's 1:45 here, and I have to be up for a 12-hour shift tomorrow morning. But I'm not going to miss not bringing you the energy of the lunar eclipse. Oh my gosh. So I paced myself and I said no to some things, and I sped up here, and I'm here. So I may look a little haggard and a little worse for wear, but anyways, okay, sun is in Scorpio, we know that, and the moon is in Taurus. Okay, so both set at 5 degrees, okay, creating our lunar full moon eclipse. Okay, now the 5 energy is about what? It's about creating our joy, our happiness, our giggles, our laughter, the small moments, the happiness, the joy, absolutely, dancing in the street kind of energy. It's also about creating romance, and that could be a passion for something. Falling in love with something, or doing something, or experiencing something, or being a part of something. The 5 energy is also about standing in our independence. The 5 energy is also about allowing our creativity to flow and to self-express ourselves through our environments, what we do, what we say, how we act, and essentially what we do in the world. The 5 energy is also a very busy energy, so don't expect things to slow down too much. Okay, look at that yucky card we got at the bottom. Well, I'll keep shuffling, I promise. But we'll see if it shows up again, because it did catch my eye. And, it's a card of worry, and we're worrying about things that aren't even going to matter down the road. Okay, if it's not going to matter in 5 years, it doesn't matter. Okay, stop fighting about who took out the garbage last week. Just do it. Get it over with. You're not going to remember in 5 years who took out the garbage. You're just going to know that you were mad at them for something. So, choose your battles is very much an energy that goes along with this lunar eclipse. Anyways. Okay, so we have the moon in Taurus sitting across the sky, and we have Mars, Mercury, and the sun sitting in Scorpio, right? Now, we have Mercury and Mars in Scorpio, and they're feeding each other with positive energy. So our thinking is quick. Our energy is very quick and decisive. Our thinking is very quick and decisive. Our actions can be very quick and decisive. We think of something, we want to do it, and boom, we're in it. Okay? We'll want to talk. We'll want to be direct, and we'll have a sense of passion behind our words. And so this could very well come out as where you have lacked the courage in the past to speak against an injustice, a wrong, maybe in your world, maybe towards yourself. Now remember that Mercury and Mars have just had conversations recently with the Sun, and now the Sun is shining a light on it, so it's going to intensify these energies. We also have the Moon. The Moon is opposing this energy, and it's with Jupiter, okay, which indicates that we'll be full of feelings, emotions, and we need to be aware of how we're feeling. And more importantly, we need to understand why we're feeling that emotion. What makes us feel jealous, or, we may see ourselves making rash decisions under this time. We could find fault quite easily. We'll have very little patience probably. So you might be on the receiving end of this. You might be dishing it out. Maybe you're feeling a little rebellious, or maybe you're a little bit more intolerant than usual. So we really need to take a step back and question why. Strategy, and I've been talking strategy for the week. Strategy is vital under this energy. We need to think before we speak, before we act, and we need to choose our battles very, very carefully. Now, in the process of this, we could uncover, a hidden pattern that has been highlighted. So it's come in as this intense moment for you, but as you start thinking about it, you're like, I kind of felt it last week that way, or when I was in this situation, I kind of, I was starting to kind of feel that sense of jealousy or intolerance or that lack of patience. But it'll come on very strong and intense, so that you cannot look away from it, and you should not look away from it with the 11 energy involved here. Because we're being tested on what we have learned so far. And that is to back it up, to think it through, to have the strategy, to have the plan, and choose our battles carefully, right? Now, definitely also under this energy, try to redirect any of that negative energy, okay? Take a brisk walk or a bicycle ride, or go mountain climbing, or, any kind of physical exercise, okay? Go down to the beach and play volleyball, whatever it is. Or, put your brain to work, okay? Find some kind of mental demanding kind of work to do. And if you don't have any work, then try doing that really hard crossword puzzle in the newspaper that you usually ignore. Okay, get that, focus your energy somewhere else. Okay. Let's turn to the cards, shall we? Oh, that's a good card. We had the 8 of Wands pop up there. So I know some of you are still waiting for readings. I tried to get them all out of the way. I did fall behind because I had to go away for a couple of days that I wasn't expecting. So just give me the week, okay? Please just give me the week. I haven't forgotten about you. You're on my mind. I send you my apologies every day in my thoughts, but I do not have the time. I don't want to just be one of those tarot card readers that just do the reading and they don't care. I want to give you the messages from your angels, your guides. I want to give you a clearer path forward. And I know I have the ability to do that for you. But I can't do it if I'm just pushing through and my energy is worn out, and my energy, I can't really do. I got to find you in this whole world. I got to tap into your energy alone. I get your name, your birth date, maybe a sentence or two about, what you're concerned about. I don't know what you look like, or where you live, or your habits, or if you're married, or if you're employed, or if you have children. I know none of that. So you need a very strong energy in order to connect, okay? So please give me the week, and I'm definitely, I've got my schedule cleared right up after Tuesday, and I'm here for you, okay? I do apologize for anybody who is waiting. I'm going to shuffle these cards one more time because I was told to. I don't remember if I cut them because I'm just burnt out. But these guys put most of the stuff in my head for me, so I don't have to worry too much once I get the cards in my hand. Sometimes I have to go back and see what I said to you. Okay, so what do we got here? What do we got here for a lunar eclipse? How about this card? The Page of Pentacles. Now we are a page, so we're very young in our attitudes and our thoughts. Remember when you were a child and you thought the world was your oyster and anything could be, and then a whole bunch of people told you it couldn't, and you believed them all? That's going back to that mentality, okay? That's going back to that mentality and just envisioning things greater than life. I think I said a couple of days ago that we are not expanding our horizons as much as we can. We're missing a lot of details because we're being too narrow-minded with what we want to step into. This card says we are going to start expanding our mind now. Like, we could have this and we could have that. Why am I settling for this? Why am I not trying harder for that? Why am I not showing up for myself? Why am I losing patience on myself? Why am I not loving myself enough? All these things, okay? This is about growing the dream. This is about growing the dream. Ginormous. This is about, look at that pentacle. Look at how big it is, okay? There is no way that would ever fit in your pocket. And he's envisioning it. He's envisioning what it represents, what that pentacle will do, what that abundance will mean in your life. Could it be good health? Could it be a job, a promotion, your own business taking off? Could it be a relationship or your stature in the community or growing your spirituality? Now there is a white rose and a red rose on the top of that pentacle. I don't know how clear it comes out for you, but there is one of each. White means new beginnings. Red means passion and courage. Also, there's a whole bunch of fog back there, right? So we don't need to know a lot of information. There's a lot of fog. There's a lot of things that will be shown to us if we are brave enough to step into that path. You know, because you could also say, well, if that roadblock came up, I'm not going to go in that direction anymore. And you could essentially give up on those dreams. And this is a time to clear the path for those dreams. This is a time to understand how much greater it can be if you start changing some things in your life. Maybe it's a habit, maybe it's a behavior, maybe it's your routine. Temperance is our first card. Temperance is about bringing in a balance. Temperance is about understanding the true balance up for ourselves. Not for what they tell us should be our balance and our happiness. And, you know, you got to work for 8 hours. You got to do this. You got to watch that. You figure out what brings you happiness, what brings you joy. You look within. It may be working all week to have that Sunday brunch with the family or something. Everybody brings a dish. Who can make it can make it. But this is also a card. Well, now this is a card too. Let's go here a little bit. I'm trying to make this a short video. I'm not being very successful. And I always listen to what comes into my mind, my head, when I do these readings, because I believe it's a message for you. Anyways, the temperance is, it's balance, yes, but it's having more by having less. It's understanding what truly makes you happy. Temperance is also, it's a representation, the 14 energy of the blacksmith. So if you can imagine the blacksmith having that piece of steel, that raw iron, and it's just a stick in his hand or her hand or their hand. And, you know, they wait until that flame gets to like that purplish blue, that baby fluorescent blue, right? With the purple. Purple might be hotter. I'm not sure, but I think that baby blue is... Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Who's a fire person out there? Anyways, and only then they put that metal in there because it is the right temperature, right? So we are patient with ourselves. We wait. And then when we know it's time to heal, when it's time to let go of some things, to change a behavior, that's when we get the hammer out, right? But we have to get the energy around us to a point. We have to believe that we're able or capable. We have to grow the dream. I mean, if you're standing and you're the blacksmith and you're like, it's a piece of metal, I don't know when I'm going to make it. It'll always just stay a piece of metal. So how is it going? How are you designing your future forward? And where do you need to forge a strength? Okay, we've got the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords says our perceptions will change. And if you find yourself getting angry or jealous, or you're all of a sudden in a conflict, or you're getting a little argumentative, or the person on the other side is getting argumentative, we'll try and just back away from that because you know it's the lunar eclipse doing that to them. But for you yourself, you know, this is a time to say, I can't go forward because of this in my life. If this was missing, then I could go forward. If this were present, I could go forward. If this happened, I could go forward. If this wouldn't happen, I could go forward. You know, we have the excuse bag. We can talk ourselves, I think I said the other day, right? We get the excuse bag. We can talk ourselves out of anything, okay? We've got a million and one ways of just completely convincing ourselves. Yeah, that's the right way because of this, this, and this. I couldn't show up. Oh, I'm not going to go out tonight with them. You know, I'm tired, or I got to wake up early, or, you know, whatever. We can pull the excuses out. I can't go back to school because there's not enough money, or I got to work full time, not enough hours in the day, or I got little kids. You know, we pull all this stuff out. And some are very valid excuses, some are just filler so that we feel very confident and happy about our decision, however misguided. But with the Eight of Swords here, the Eight of Swords says, you know what, you think you're trapped, you think you can't go forward, you think this reason or that reason is the reason you can't, and all of a sudden you realize, in this picture at least, that your hands are free and you can remove that blindfold. And when you do, you find out that the thing that you thought you were trapped in this case, it is a cage of swords around you. And you can break through it. You can succeed. You can face the challenge and find success on the other side. Your perception changes of the situation. And I think that is more of, under this energy, an internal, going within and understanding ourselves in a new way, maybe in some situations. The Ace of Cups. Embrace your dreams, your new beginnings, your passions, your desires. Embrace them. Celebrate them. Know that that's what you're going forward with. Knowing that you may have to do some things in order to make that happen, some changes in our life, maybe letting go of something, completing something, or maybe it's just a lot of different energy that we've been dragging along because we refuse to let it go off of our plate. We just keep dragging it along month after year after decade. Oh my gosh, the Star card. I don't even think I mentioned to you that this is the ending of a set of eclipses, by the way, okay? So, this is a lot of the stuff that we have been going through for the last couple of years of our life, actually. I think this is kind of important. I shouldn't have left it out. I'm sorry, but my brain is, you know, it's missing a couple of synapses there right now. We have been working on some of these things for the last 2 years. Maybe they've been hindering us, not allowing us to go forward. This is the time that we break through that glass ceiling. We understand how to push ourselves through that challenge that for the last couple of years, at least, it has held us back in some way. This is the lunar eclipse that really sets the stage for what we decide to remove in our life, where we decide to heal, and where we make the determination and the strategy to truly go forward in a very strong, because we have very strong energies, right? Taurus is all about, well, he's the bull, the strength. Scorpio is more of a higher level of strength. It's your intuition. It's your mystic. It's, anyways. We have the Star card as the next card, and this is making the impossible possible. Because I wanted to stop at 3 cards, and here we are at 5 because they said so. Because I wanted to shorten the video in some way, but I can't. The Star, making the impossible possible. You have the talents, you have the ability, you have the personality, you have whatever is needed in order to take this dream and run with it, this passion and run with it. So how much do you believe that you are deserving and worthy and already more than capable of achieving this dream? this desire, this want. And what has been the main thing that has been holding you back? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do one more card. And we have, oh my goodness. What a strong. We have Temperance, the Star. Now we have the Strength card coming out. We have an 11 energy. Oh my goodness. The Strength card. It's about embracing your strength. It's about embracing your courage. It's about taking a risk on yourself, believing in yourself, walking with a sense of integrity. Your word is your honor. People can trust you, and you grow these relationships of trust. And the more we grow these relations of trust and respect, the more we are strengthened in our own steps. So it's about realizing that strength within you. We're stronger than we think. You might be sitting there on the couch and you're like, oh, I can't even move. I'm so tired. And somebody yells fire. Trust me, all of a sudden you got the strength. It was always there. You just didn't really need it, so you decided not to use it. And you weren't even conscious of that decision not to use your strength at that time. Because you already got out the excuse bag saying, oh, I worked hard today. I need to put my feet up for a little while. I don't have the energy. I got to, recharge. All valid in our excuse bag, right? All those things were true. But if I yell fire, I bet you could run. And it's as simple as that. It's what we are allowing ourselves. So where are we not disciplining ourselves enough to stick to the plan, to stick to the strategy? Okay, we'll get a... And I know you got it. I know you do. I know this energy is for each and every one of us. I know that there is more than enough abundance on this planet for each and every one of us. It's not going to run out. It's whether or not you feel that you deserve a part of that abundance. Or perhaps that joy. Maybe you don't feel that you deserve to be happy. Maybe you're carrying a guilt around with you. I'm here to tell you that's rubbish. Nobody, maybe it's somebody who's passed, nobody wants to see you carrying that around. Well, they're telling me I'm talking too much. Oh my gosh, I can't even bend over. Oh, and I wiped out today. I face planted today. Oh, and the adrenaline was going, so when I just kind of went, my shoes went flying, my headset went flying, and look at this. Oh my gosh. Are you sitting down? 26 energy. Be true to your heart. Be true to your heart. Look at all the beautiful artwork in here, calling things out. I want you to Google some of these things, the first things that caught your eye, or the thing that you just can't look away from right now, and say, what does it mean spiritually for me in my life? Maybe it's ship sailings, or butterflies, or hummingbirds, or peacock feathers, or butterfly wings, or whatever you saw. Okay. I'm going to get the book out. And of course, we got the 26 energy, which is a 2 plus a 6 is an 8, which is once again about our abundance. Be true to your heart. In this moment, draw on the energies of harmony and union when making a choice. The current situation is best supported using intuition and not intellect. There may be difficult decisions to be made that are not necessarily about love. Consciously be aware of what interests you, what attracts your attention, what stirs your imagination, what creates passion in your life. Do your best to ignore the persuasion of what others might think or say. Trust yourself and don't allow your opinion to be swayed. I'll get an animal card, and of course I will do a Journey of Love card. It simply would not be a lunar eclipse reading without that deck included. And then I'm going to hit that pillow so hard. I can't wait. I'm so grateful to have a big fluffy pillow to put my head on tonight. Okay. And I mean, last night I just couldn't. By the time I got home, it was 11:30. I was tired, and I got my excuse bag out, and I said, "This reason, and this reason, and this reason, I'm going to bed." Oh my gosh, I still slept in over the alarm by an hour, which made me kind of like, got to get out the door fast. But tonight, I just tied a knot on that excuse bag, and I said, "Nope, no excuses. It doesn't matter if it's 3 in the morning, you're showing up." And so I did. And we have the owl here, magic. So maybe we're talking about the Scorpio energy when we're talking about the magic. Oh, yes, I hear you, Abe, loud and clear. Sorry. There we go. Oh, come on. Please. Thank you. Choose to know the truth because you can. Yeah, it is a Scorpio card. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go. Make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. You really need to just stop the video, get out your camera, take a picture of this or a snapshot of that, or, use, I don't know, snag it and take a cutout and make it your wallpaper. And of course, it goes blurry when I make all those suggestions. There we go. Okay, the owl. Choose to know the truth because you can. So just dig for the truth. Go within. You'll find it. Or ask the questions. Do research. Open your inner vision. Trust your intuition. Open your inner vision. Trust in it. Go within. Feel what emotion is coming up. Or look to growing your intuition. This is a beautiful time to grow your intuition. Tap into that inner mystic. Tap into the magic within you. Of course, there's magic around you, but the magic within you. Your talents, your abilities. The things that do make you worthy and deserving. And there's probably enough beautiful qualities about you to fill tons of books and pages of books. If you just believed. Okay, we got 65 forcing its way out here. Because I'm talking too much again. We have the 65, so what is that? That is the 11 energy. Hello. Oh my gosh. And the breaking. The breaking. And you get kind of like the camera back in the background, huh? The breaking. Okay. Let's get the book out. I think I blew a light bulb somewhere. I just don't know where. Okay. What have we got? 65. Which is, I think, one of the last cards in this deck. But we're even going to the back of the book. I'm going to read the poem first. And then we will go to... Okay. Oh. Yeah, the camera. Okay. Love. Love is a special closeness that sings from the heart, that warms my days and nights, that feels good, that makes me smile, that makes me glad to be alive. You are breaking apart. You might not understand it at all. There is not so much to be understood, but the simplicity doesn't mean it's easy to endure. You may worry that you're going too far, that you may not recover, or you may never come back together again. But what can you do? Can you hold back from the divine love that calls for you, that lures you into becoming all that you are? To remembering your divine nature? Well, you could try. But for what purpose? Temporary rest before the storm at best. So take a rest if you need it, but then dive into the storm. Let yourself be brokenhearted by the divine so that you can become your truth. Become all that you are meant to be. It's better to have the heart broken so that it grows than to be brokenhearted by thinking that you must protect yourself from love, or perhaps going after that dream. This oracle brings compassionate guidance that no matter what sadness or anger or despair or frustration you may feel at the present time, I kid you not, that's what it says, you are being pulled apart not by dark forces, but by the loving embrace of the divine. as it strips you of which would keep, sorry, starting to short out here, keep you from the divine realization of the magic that is waiting for you. So let go and break. It's going to be the birth of you. Once again, thank you for having a patience with me. Happy lunar eclipse. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.